circondato da infami. Non mi fido di nessuno, sono pronto per tornare, solo dire in queste strade come fossi gali. Alright, we got 23 minutes of cruising, so let's just talk a little bit of rubbish.
Oh gosh.
Fine. I'm looking for a piece of land. I'm looking for a piece of land for development purposes. Now, this correlates with finance because if you was to give this tax to anybody, they'd be like, oh, nice. I found a piece of land with already development plan. I actually found one yesterday.
Is it?
Yeah, WF4.
Yeah.
You already got planning permission for 3 bedrooms and a garage. I think I explained to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So they're selling it for 220 grand.
Okay.
Now, if you give this tax to somebody that does not understand numbers, they'll be looking at 220 grand. Then development cost, we're looking at plus and minus, let's say at the cheapest, 2,500 per square meters. And if you want to build like a small house, 80 square meters, you're looking at, I might be wrong, let's say 165 to 200k plus.
Yeah, that's over there.
Okay, so let's round it up to 200k. You spend 200 grand to build a house, multiply by 3, that's already 600. Then add the land at 220, that's 820. Isn't that correct? Round it to 850 plus all the fees, lawyer fees and everything. So does this deal make sense? It doesn't. It does not make any sense.
Mafia.
No, because I checked around the area, what's the maximum selling price you can do for a house, and we're looking at plus and minus like 275. If you really want to stretch it, 300,000. So let's say we manage to sell each for 300,000. Times 3, that's 900,000, right? Yeah. But you ended up spending 820 just for the whole development, plus the land, plus the fees, etc. So your profit margin is like about 80 grand, and that is assuming that everything is going to the plan, which is never. Life does not work like this. Nothing always goes to the plan.
Never goes to the plan.
So what's the moral of the story? Moral of the story: you can't get in business if you don't understand numbers, and you can't get around life if you don't understand numbers. Because the dumbass would have looked at this, they'd be like, planning permission already in place for 3 houses, no one, 3 houses plus a small garage. This is a deal. Then you go trying to propose it to somebody and they look at you like a moron because you didn't calculate the selling price in the area.
Simple math.
Extremely simple math.
Simple math.
Extremely simple math. But this is what happens when you just look at most businesses. Yeah, they get to start, but then they're never able to carry over for a long time. Or they're just making losses because they don't understand their numbers. In any industry, whatever, any industry, you name it, your numbers are extremely important. So that's the moral of my story for the past, I don't know, like 4 minutes just cruising.
Something like that.
Okay, so now we can just talk rubbish. Apart from that, I'm still looking for a piece of land. Is that motorway at 60 at 9 p.m.?
Bro, you actually followed that?
Of course not.
Yeah, actually, I've never followed that bullshit in my life.
Nah, but the thing is, my ways is rubbish. He doesn't even tell me where the speed cameras are.
Shut up.
He doesn't. He tells me like after I went past the speed camera, trying to tell me there was a speed camera. Let me not say the R word.
Bro.
I do room IQ. What is it? Water temperature room IQ. Therefore something happened. It can be 6 at this time. But yeah, Batley area.
Mm-hmm.
We got a viewing tomorrow for the property here in Batley, WF17.
Is it upper? Okay, that's upper Batley. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
not far from IKEA. It's literally, you go down there, the long road where one of your properties are.
I know where IKEA,
yeah.
Okay.
Stretch on the left, it's actually a decent area. So the asking price, they're looking for 190.
But where is it, land or a house?
Not for house. House, yeah. Free house, semi-detached.
Okay.
It's actually cool, but the numbers don't really make a lot of sense. But it's mainly for the size of the garden. Because what I looked online and on Google Earth, the garden is massive. But at the same time, it's not one of them where you can try ask for planning permission to build another house behind.
Would that make sense?
Oh, now he's telling me the speed cameras. Yeah, so I was saying, it's not one of those where you can get planning permission, just the position is awkward. You can't really build a house behind the house. That doesn't make any sense. It just ruins the aesthetic. No, it's only 9 p.m, man. He's trying to get no speeding ticket for this shit.
On my life, I still do something. I've never got a car.
Huh?
I'm never going to.
Ain't you the same guy that got like free speeding tickets?
No, that's different. That's like no, that's like 40 and a 30. On the M-way, I'm always on the M-way. If this bastard says 60, I'm still doing 70. I'm still doing 72.
Okay, nice. Like, you know what? Let me give you some life lessons, right? Let me give you some life lessons.
Don't push it up.
Yeah. No. It's not don't push your luck. Let's use this speeding situation as an example, right? Why are they closing the outer two lanes?
probably
Okay.
what works.
Let me give you guys some life lessons from my extremely wise. So when you look at driving, right, they put a limit just because most people are not able to handle. Is that calling? Bro, it's a calling boy. Look at the number plate, bro. It's a calling boy.
It's a coolie to the max. That's a coolie.
Nah, shout out to. I don't think you guys can see, man. A calling with a number plate as a calling. You gotta respect this shit. You gotta respect this.
The game is the game.
The game is the game, man.
Fully commit. If you're gonna get it, fully commit.
The game is the game. Some people are playing on a different level. Actually, before I go into my life lesson, I'll drop this one. Most people play the game just to survive. Most people play the game just to survive. Let me repeat that 3 times. Most people play the game just to survive when you need to play the game to win. You need to play to win. Because if you play to survive, you don't go anywhere. If you play to not lose, you still not go anywhere. You need to play to blood clot to win. If not, bro, even how much is a coolie boy? Oh, 300 grand? Before options?
No, what?
And you're just cruising, stuck in an M-way like we are. But you're not calling it. But it's crazy, man. Now, going back to what I was about to say for driving. So the speed limit in the motorway is 70 because most people can't handle going 80 without crashing like idiots, right?
Absolutely.
Fine. So the limit is based on most people's average IQ. If you drive at 70, bang on. It means, and you drive in the middle lane, so you're a lane hogger. So if you're a lane hogger driving in the middle lane, it means I can just assume, is this an M3? Damn.
We know when they go on MA.
What, MA?
MA Grand Coupe. Of course, come.
For us. Great test.
Bro, you know who they're linked to?
I think I might know. I got an idea. What is that? Because I seen it in near Bison's. No, I seen an MA near Bison. What is it? Was it blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Man, no need to say names of business.
Okay. But guess what? We know the person. And
Well,
you will know. You could get to know the person by association.
Well, I like to know my man too because an MA Grand Coupe is absolutely nice taste on cars.
What's man? Do you know who it's linked to?
Don't say the N word.
My fault.
Don't say the N word. This
Yeah.
is going on YouTube.
My fault. Do you know who my man is linked to? Our mechanic.
My mechanic.
Yes, sir.
Well, it makes a bunch of sense.
That's the same bloodline.
Easy.
That's the same blood to Lord Judo.
That's why I know the family man because I was speaking to him once and he told me that he has a M8 in his fleet insurance. He has an M8, an X7, then an X5.
Yep.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
It's
about.
the same
Don't say,
bloodline.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. He already told me, but I didn't know it was that close. I really know you could just see it randomly like that. But yeah, let me go back to my life lesson. So as I was saying, in life, most regular people, they drive 70 on a 70 because the limit is 70 and they stay in the middle lane hoggers. They're not planning to go anywhere. They kind of saw it in life. They're not planning to regress and they're not planning to succeed. Then you have those that go full on blasting in the fast lane, not giving an F about the speed limit. Those are the risk takers. So in between the safe zone and the full on risk takers, there is a fine line. You need to understand there's limits to things where you don't need to follow it fully. But at the same time, you can't stretch your luck too much. Because once you stretch it too much, you end up going on the other side, which is the idiots in the first lane that do 50 in the M-way. AKA women, they got the driving license right now, driving. You ever seen a woman doing 50 on a fucking 70? I've seen it with my eyes. I wouldn't believe
Mr.
it.
F-bomb. What are we talking about now?
Huh? No, but I've seen it.
Oh, don't worry.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm not saying all women, but I've seen a woman doing 50 on a 70. I mean, okay, fine. You should just go a driving license, but learn how to drive, man. Learn how to drive. I know you need to learn how to drive on a practical, but learn how to drive. At least understand that you don't do 50 on a 70.
At that point, don't even touch the M-way. Go around. There's
Okay.
another way to go. Just
Okay,
go around.
now let's circle back to my main point I'm trying to say. So in between the safe zone and the full-on speeding, just crazy, there is stretch your luck, but understand these limits where the risk and reward doesn't make sense. So when I cruise on the M-way, listen, I just put a cruise control at 77. I slap at 77 because you can speed the ticket at 79. But I don't want to push my luck to 78 because 78 then depends on the calibration of the machine.
Fair enough.
My speedometer can say 78, but the machine can be like, oh, this is 78.75, rounded to 79. You're getting a speeding ticket, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
I put 72. I played that one safe. I put 72.
I slap at 77.
Fair enough.
But I understand the risk and reward. I know if I stay at 70, that's not my style. No. That's not my style. It's not like I follow. Are we free to go? Are we free to go? Flood it.
If you're in an eco, Come on, man.
Comfort.
Okay, we'll let you.
I should have flogged him equal. Listen, I had a full tank 2 days ago. Now I ain't got full tank anymore, so just flow.
Man. At least you made it to Belgium in half a tank.
Well, I could have made it to Belgium in half a tank.
That's not even fair. My car's not even economical.
Minor, man. Life.
That thing, bro.
See, I was just cruising. I was about to miss our exit.
Bro, here to Birmingham. I lost like quarter ticket. Just on the way there.
You know, I need to learn how to just keep my chain of trust stable and not you interrupting me, because every time I try to finish this discussion, we just ended up cruising again.
Yeah.
So, don't stay at 70. At the same time, don't go guns blazing on the fast lane, because that also is not the risk of the world is not really viable. Stretch it until a limit. And then after that limit, understand it's really not worth it. 77. I'm not doing 78 because 78 is very close to burning zone. 78 can turn to 79 very soon. So that's the moral of the story. Those that will understand it. Those who won't understand, they think, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Fine.
This is exit 6.
Yep.
This is literally the route to the block of flats that you see last time.
Oh, yeah. How's the situation at block of flats?
Bottom floor is literally ready. 3 flats, we need to get electricity set up for them. Because, yeah, just like this.
Where's the traffic light again? Where any bad girl, there's a bad man there.
They're gonna go like photo shoot this weekend.
Where any bad girl, there's a bad man there. Yeah.
Something like that. But they're almost ready.
Okay, fine. This is probably the 4th time I asked you, how profitable is a block of flats?
I'll be honest, it's profitable depending on the area. Profitable depending on the area.
But ideally, it's better for you to just lease the block of flat for the owner, or I don't know about building a block of flat from scratch. Maybe
I would recommend.
Maybe the cost is not really worth the reward. Right?
Or there's probably going to be a whole bunch of legalities that you don't want to do with.
Right, true.
So best solution would be run-down place, with just like a run-down hotel or like a news place or something like that, and just turn it to a block of flats. But full-on building a whole block of flats, heck no. That's not even economical. Because you never know. You'll find out. For all that we know, we could put this place live, and only like 2 flats out of 8 could go. You never know. Like you could literally be the same block and the same 2 flats out of 8 are the ones that are going to keep going in and out, in and out, in and out. You never know. Or all of them could go out, or none of them could go out. Just go play the game, see what it says.
Let me be a civilized citizen.
Traffic officer.
Traffic officer. Sorry, officer.
I don't remember the last time I've seen a police car on the end. I never see them. I always see traffic officers, yes.
I mean, that's the job, right? Traffic officer.
Yeah.
Okay. Another life lesson based on this conversation about the block of flats. You know what? Turn the camera just slightly towards your side. So another lesson, for whatever you're doing, don't always assume plan A will work. So at least have a contingency plan that can go alongside plan A. So like A, but if A doesn't work, B and C can just go instantaneously.
Let me tell you something, plan A never works. So you better play the plan
No. Now listen,
that's the mindset you need.
This depends.
That's the mindset you need. Plan A will never work.
No, but the fact is, if you believe the plan A will never work, plan A, you will never make it work out to start with, because you believe it doesn't work right. Yeah. It's all about believing it. I mean, sometimes you can believe outside the stratosphere, it's never gonna happen, right? If I believe that I can launch a rocket by next week to the moon, maybe I'm a dumbass. That will never gonna happen.
I'm not saying it's not gonna work. I'm saying don't go in there with the idea. As long as you have plan A, that's gonna work. It's never gonna work.
Yeah. It's all about the phrasing.
It's never gonna work.
Yeah, if you go assuming the plan A will have to work 100%.
You're finished. You're finished.
You can make it work, but sometimes it's not really worth it. Especially if you need cash flow instantaneously. Nice. I mentioned cash flow. Let's talk about all the mathematics.
Without money, you ain't got a business.
Exactly.
No money in the account, you ain't got a business. You do not exist to the bank.
Exactly. You know what? Let me give you guys some financials from accounting. Businesses don't go broke because they ain't got no money. They go broke because they have extremely poor cash flow management. And this goes also for personal finance, everything in life. It's not the fact that you ain't got the money. It's the fact that you ain't got the money when you need it the most. You ain't got the money, when you need it to pay stuff instantaneously, then you declare bankruptcy.
Absolutely.
So what we're having accounting, we have account receivables, account payables. In simple terms, money that people owe you and money that you need to pay suppliers. Receivables and payables. Receivables, you owe me money. Payables, I need to pay for fuel. Fine. So if your account receivable, most of the times, is on net 30 with these invoices. Fine. I do the job today, I invoice, I give you 30 days to pay the invoice. If I've done 1 million worth of invoicing this month and I send them out at the same time, right? Technically on my books,
in the next 30 days?
Yeah, in the next 30 days, I'm supposed to have 1 million back in my bank account, but it doesn't come all at the same time. But in my books, that's why if you're ever trying to get a business loan, they don't ask you for your financials on paper, they ask you for your bank statements. Because on a financials on paper, you can always cook the books. That's how we call in finance, cooking the books. Because if they were to ask, what's your profit and loss statement, right? For the profit and loss of January, this is when I issued that 1 million. Yeah. Technically speaking, I've delivered and I'm due to receive 1 million worth of money. However, on my cash flow is different because the cash flow is calculated the moment the money comes in. So on my P&L, money 1 million to be received during January. But on my cash flow, if all that money comes in February, it's not declared in January because it's all about when the money comes in. So you have a difference between when the cash come in and the accruals that you do to receive, right? Fine. If in the same January month, on my books I have 1 million worth of assets, account receivables, right? But my account payables, I have £1,001 that I need to pay by the end of the month, the 31st of Jan. But all my debtors, when I collected them, they be like, oh, we need to pay you on the 1st of February. I'm going back. I'm going them right back straight away because my cash flow is messed up. Even if it was less than that, even if it was 1 million due to receive, but I have $500,000 of liabilities to pay, I'm still going bankrupt.
Absolutely.
Because ain't got that money
when you need
I need it the most.
When you need it,
ain't got the money when I need it the most. So that's a problem. Do not look at your financials and get ego struck by your profit and loss because that's what most people look at it. Be like, yeah, listen, we're due to receive 1 million. Let me tell you something else in business, right? Did the camera switch a little bit? Oh yeah, flip it. Right. Let me tell you one of the things that happens in business. Not every invoice gets paid. Not every invoice gets paid. People go ghost. People can decide not to pay the invoice. And let me tell you something else, legally speaking. We can have a contract in place, but if I decide not to pay you, we're going to sue each other forever. We're going to pay lawyer fees forever, but I'm still not going to pay you. And that's how I operate. So there's a fine line between when you get to, maybe it's not me worth dealing with this invoice, even if it's 50 grand. Bro, we had an invoice they were due to pay for like a year and a half, and guess what? Out of 50, they paid 16, and the remaining, what is it, like 30, 34, they were like, yeah, we ain't paying this. What are you going to do about it? What did we say? We couldn't do shit. We couldn't do anything. Pay 5 grand in lawyers just to recover that money is not really worth our time because it's going to take like another year and a half. There's no point. So you also need to account that 1 million that we declared in our books, we're not going to get that 1 million back. It can be 900 grand, 850.
If you're lucky.
It could be 750.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. So if we plan everything and everything had to go according to the plans, then we get to that. Guess what? We're going bankrupt. Cash flow issue and poor management issue and lack of calculating your risks. You need to write off loans. You need to write off debt. It happens to any business. You need to write off debt because that other company can go bankrupt. They can just declare Chapter 11 and go ghost.
Legit.
Oh, a QA? Oh, it's not arrested. Nice. I want me a QA, bro.
We're a QA.
Yeah, RSQA.
What after this?
Well, ideally, depends on how fast I'm able to make money. Ideally, RSQA.
Okay.
Well, if I got budget for RSQA,
if you got budget for what are you thinking? If not,
I can't spill the tea. Nobody really knows the true card I want. I can't spill the tea here in the video. So stay tuned, you guys.
Is it not yours?
I've never been a Euros type of guy. If I had Euros money, I'd get you wagon.
Okay.
Way cool. Way cool.
It was an SUV.
In practical. Huh?
I think you told me. Was it an SUV, no?
Of course. Yeah, it's an SUV. No, not even you. No. It's an extremely cool car. Most people hate it, but I love it because it makes no sense. Like it makes less sense than actually the G-Wagon makes less sense. So it makes slightly more sense than the G-Wagon, but the G-Wagon is extremely cool. Imagine riding on a microwave with 4 wheels in an M-way. Actually, the goal is to drive a microwave with 4 wheels in central London doing 20 miles per hour. That's the goal. Because Because you know what that demonstrates? First thing first, you have a bunch of money. And second thing second, you have so much money that your time is literally don't care. Because time is money.
Absolutely.
Time is money, and money is time.
I'll be honest, if I could, this is probably the dumbest car purchase I may ever make. Ferrari Puro somewhere. I'm sorry, but
What a Ferrari truck.
yeah. I don't know why, but it's coming in the closet.
It's not even a truck though.
It's not
It's not even a truck. It's
They're not
simply,
calling-
no, it's like a Ferrari hatchback.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
It is, 'cause
It's a Ferrari hatchback.
they're not even calling it
Just
SUV.
Slightly. They ain't even calling it SUV.
It's not even an
themselves.
SUV themselves, so
Nah, but the price of those are crazy, man. Honestly, I don't think the price is really worth the hype.
it's not. Let me be honest, it's not. But it looks a bit.
Listen. I was about to say if I had no. When I have that type of money, I wouldn't buy a Ferrari truck.
Okay, so if you had the money for the RSQ8 this year, are you getting it this year?
For the RSQA.
So how much would you need?
What
How
do
much
I-
would you need to be making to just be like, let me get
You know what?
RSQ8?
This is a very nice question, so let me break it down.
If you can buy it twice, 5 times?
No, not even that. It all goes back to what I was talking before. Cash flowing. You can option number one. Let's assume it's 100 grand.
Yeah.
You know, decent year, decent mileage, 100 grand. Most people that got cars that they don't even drive them. Consumes too much. 4 liter beer.
Yeah, it's all like that.
You can spend 100 grand cash, but is that really smart? Not really. You rather lease it, or you rather spread the cost. Even if it comes up to like let's say 2 grand a month,
Is that snow
you can be still come on.
on the back of the car?
Oh yeah. It
How?
was snowing today. It was snowing today in the areas.
Damn.
In areas it was snowing. So yeah. So as I was saying, if you spend 100 grand on a car in January, during the time they were doing our example, we already have 1 million worth of invoice due to be paid. Then we have about 500,000 of payables due to be paid. Now, you know, on our books everything looks cool, but in reality our cash flow is poor. And if you was to add the additional purchase of a RSQA 100 grand, write it off straight down and you own it. That's not the smartest idea. In business, whenever possible, always extend, even if you incur in interest. Interest is a small price to pay for you to have a decent cash flow. You can't. If you think you have to buy everything cash always, it's not the smartest idea. Even properties, big businesses that buy properties, bro. Even if they have the cash in the book, why would you spend, let's say, a property that where is it? Where we go straight, right?
Very straight.
Okay. The piece of land and the one about 700 grand that I was talking about.
Yeah.
that one there. We have 700 grand in the books, but why would we write off and just buy it outright when we can just put like a 10% deposit plus the fees and spend about, let's say, 80 grand, and we still have how much? 620. Yeah, we'll end up paying like I don't know how much, then a bridge loan in place. Let's say plus the minus we might end up paying for the mortgage.
Yeah.
3 grand each. 3 grand. We pay 3 grand extended for the next 25 years, but we still have 620 grand in the books. If you do the maths, most people don't understand how interest is a must.
You need money to make money.
Yeah, you need money to make money. But ideally, if you pay cash outright, you don't incur in interest, so you don't really pay extra money for nothing. But if you don't use a loan, if you don't end up using interest, you're not really businessing accordingly. Your cash flow will suffer. And as I said at the start of the video, cash flow is what kills businesses. It's not anything else. It's having poor management of cash flow.
I'll always look at it the same way. It's as simple as you could either pay it outright, so technically whatever you make from the house it pays you. Or
Yeah, that's good.
you can
That's good financial.
yeah, there's that way to look at it. Or if you were to get like a finance loan on it, as long as it pays you anyways, there's no difference. Because technically, if the house pays itself and then you're just making profit, you've got it for free but with extra money on the side.
No, 100%. That's good use of money.
You got it for
That's
free
good
but
use of
extra money
money.
on the side.
But then
Like,
write off 100 grand, bang on in an RSQA. As soon as you drive it off, what is it? 20% already gone.
Absolutely.
So now the car is worth 80 grand, right the back. You know, it's bad financials. It's bad financials. Then the RSQA is not really gonna. You can flip it as much as you want. That car is not really gonna make you money. You can say, yeah, I use it to go around and visit properties. Do you really need an RSQA to go visit properties?
Absolutely.
Not really. It's just a flex.
unless you do it with like high profile clients and they come inside your RSQA so you can count it as like a tax write off.
Yeah, but even high profile clients, you rather have an S class than an RSQA. Bro.
Absolutely.
Is it stopping? It's flowing. Even high profile clients, man, you rather have an S class. Oh, this place.
Yeah. Oh,
What are this?
let me find out.
Black man timing.
Highly doubt it.
So yeah, we managed to get here about 20 minutes drive, actually 25 and everything. But if you guys gotta take something from the amount of bullshitting within, first thing first, if you're in business, remember cash flow. It's all about cash flow. Your P&L, everything else is just an ego stroke. It's all about the cash flow. It's very important. If you're asking for the loan, no matter how much amount of the loan, they're asking for bank statement to see your opening balance and your closing balance, your opening balance and your closing balance, your opening balance and your closing balance. They don't care about how much you do to receive, because that receiving, they can just get right off just like this. 2 businesses can go down, just like that. And guess what? Now from $1 million, you need to receive 750. That 250 might be your payroll cost. How you pay staff now? Just an example. Lesson number 1. Lesson number 2. Where is it? You summarize it.
If you're gonna buy something outright, I'll be honest, don't pay for it outright. Like, that's the best way they can do it.
Depends on scenarios.
If you can afford to pay for it outright, go for it. No shade against it. If you look at it from like a religious point of view, you're gonna pay for it direct, pay for it direct. But if you know you're gonna have a dent, or if one mess up, like you're depending on a recurring client or something like that to pay for it, don't even bother. Don't bother.
Goes back to cash flow.
Don't bother.
Goes back to cash flow, my friends.
Bother.